Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir Sullen Gods video. In today's video, I'm gonna show you a Grave of Curse team for stage 20 of the season 2 that uses only free to obtain heroes, or you need to pull epics, which most of the time, it should be pretty easy. I mean, the reality is everything's free to play if you've not spent anything, you just need luck. However, this is more relatable, I guess, on what I'm gonna show you, and it's a pretty fun team, so let's check this one out. Now, before I jump in the video, as always, I do want to mention, if you want to support me as a content creator, you can use code OddOne that you see over there at the top. You can bind by going to the events tab, then at the bottom is going to be bonus event, and then click over here, link to content creator and claim rewards. You're going to get some free stuff instantly, and pretty much what it does is if you do decide to spend on something, which I don't encourage people to do that, but if you do decide to spend, I get like 2% off of what you spent on, so I appreciate it. But let's check this team out, and honestly, the reason I'm doing this is because I had lots of comments of people saying that, please, can you just show more teams like this? Can you show more, free-to-play, free heroes kind of teams? Well, here it is. Here it is. This time around, we have, the same core of, I still cannot believe it, 3 free legendaries that are amazing, which are going to be Yurion as the tank in the front. Then we have Vinyara, which again, we all get Vinyara for free in Season 1. And then Gillian, which we all get in Season 2. Honestly, my mind is still blown that they're giving these amazing legendaries for free to everybody, which, you know what, it's a good thing. It's a good thing because it just talks and shows the generosity of this game, right? It just shows how good this game is, how, generous it is, how much better it kind of makes it for the players to be able to enjoy the game by having the core heroes, the core mechanics, the core stuff in order to be able to beat most of the content. But those are the 3 legendaries. Then for damage dealers, I just went with 2 Ice Blast epics, right? Obviously, if you have Bildel, if you have Sheena, which that's my main team, I do it in like 26 seconds. But if you don't have them, obviously, again, this is for you. If you just have epics, just go with Bledin and with Nastia, right? Just straight up. These 2 Ice Blast heroes, as you notice, they're doing a perfect job. They're doing good enough job to make us survive, to make us be able to kill the boss. Now, again, it's not going to be the fastest, but it is reliable. And that's what you care about. You care about it to be reliable. You care about killing it because, you know what? That's the goal at the end of the day, considering the fact that we can do 4 times runs every time. But you see, it's so easy. It's like, not even for a second do we worry it's gonna, we're gonna die. It just obviously can be extremely bad RNG if Vinyara does not remove the decrease stack, doesn't push back the, the ultimate energy, then it can completely fail. However, you see 1 minute 45, most of the damage from Nadia, and then also Bledin, then everybody else a little bit. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Now, one thing that I keep forgetting to do, which I'm going to try and do at the end of this one, is I'm going to put the code to this team in the description so you can check it there. But let's check out the timings though. So first of all, we have our Gillian going at 21 seconds first time, then every 21 seconds, which means she's going to put that increased defense before the boss does the ultimate, even though the boss is going to remove it, because she does that increased defense and she does healing from her talent. She's also going to put damage reduction. I'm going to show you that after. Then we have Yurion. Honestly, I just let Yurion go full YOLO. His job works just fine by doing that. Then we have Bledin going at 12 initially, and then Nadia at 12.5, and then every 18 seconds. Now, the reason for this and the initial one is because Bledin has a triple hitter on the ultimate. He's going to be the one that has the Witch's Remain. And then 12.5 Nadia, so obviously we make sure that the Witch's Remain is down there. Then every 18 seconds, because we will be having a Puppeteer's Inspiration set on Vinyara. And speaking of Vinyara, she goes at 15 seconds initially, and then every 21 seconds, because she does land the frozen, so every 21 seconds kind of makes her always land that attack penalty and remove the buffs from the boss just before it does the ultimate, because that's what you need, right? You need some sort of a survivability, considering we don't have massive shields, so that's what, that's what's gonna help with. Now, let's go and have a look at the builds. Obviously, I'm gonna give you replacements, it's not mandatory. I'm quite sure, I'm quite sure I can just go ahead. Should I just do that? Maybe, you know what? Let me just do this so it's, it's as relatable as possible. So I'm not, just full on only showing legendary stuff, artifacts. Let me remove all of these, swap into free stuff, swap into things that everybody can get. and then I guess I'm gonna come back at the end of the run. Okay, so as you can see, this works just fine, right? Like we're not, we're almost close to the end. There's no issue. There's no reason for us to worry. It looks like we will be just fine. This team works even with epic artifacts, right? So I can definitely call this fully free to play because there's only one legendary, one mythic artifact, and that's going to be Witch's Remains. And honestly, if you don't have Witch's Remains in Season 2, you either were extremely unlucky or you did some bad choices, because the Witch's Remains is the #1 artifact that everybody should be getting. Now, there is another mythic artifact that I'm using, but again, it's not needed. But that's a free mythic artifact that you can get by doing 20 summons on the, on the banner for Naro. When you get him, that gives us his exclusive artifact. I just use that on Vinyara so we have enough accuracy. But let's have a look at the builds. So first of all, talents. You see Vinyara went like this, wanted to grab this extra accuracy, just, in case we don't have enough, just to make sure we landed. Then we have Yurion fully towards the middle, Gillian in the middle side, Bledin. I don't even have max talents for the epics. I just left it as I had them right now and we're good to go. But I chose this one, then this, because we want to generate more ice crystals, as there's only 2 ice blast people. So by having only 2, you definitely want to make sure you generate more of those ice crystals. Same thing with Nadia over here, and it's pretty straightforward. Then let's have a look at the build. So for Vinyara, I have her in a Puppetry Inspiration with enough accuracy to land her debuffs. Nothing else really matters after that, just keep her alive. Like I mentioned, accuracy artifact over here, then accuracy over here. Then if you look at Yurion, I swapped the Scarab, right? I swapped the Blast Jar. I gave him the Scarab Amulet, again, just to try and make it as relatable as possible. Then give him Ancestral Protection, and then with Mona Lisa's Teardrop, just in case he gets really low, but he's gonna be doing just fine. You only need him tanky, you don't care about his accuracy, that's all you need, right? Keep him tanky, and you're good to go. If he can survive and you can give him some accuracy, then go ahead, right? Because he can land attack penalty and also dispel the shield from the boss. Then if you look at Gillian, I just threw a random artifact that I had leveled up. It's level 12, Mask of the Lark worked just okay. For the 3-piece set, Brotherhood Spirit on her, so she can boost the damage when she does that. And then this mythic artifact doesn't matter. It's just one that gives me survivability with defense %, and that's all I used. But for her, you mostly want to give her as much enlightenment as possible and then survivability, because, well, her healing scales off of enlightenment. And ideally you want enlightenment and HP, because if you look at this talent, she does more healing based off of her max HP. So definitely keep that in mind. Okay, then if we look at the next one, like I mentioned, Bledin is going to be the Witch's Remains person. You see enough accuracy to land stuff, and then some attack. He barely did any. Obviously, I would prefer to get this crit rate to get him close to 100%. I just didn't change it. You know what? It works just fine. I'm not gonna change it. But I do have Strike the Unprepared, I do have Chaos Symbiosis, and then Fearless Challenge, and then a random chest that, gives him some self-healing, but you don't need this one. And then for the damage dealer, Nadia, attack % chance imposing presence, what I brought from Season 1, True Glove in Strike the Unprepared, Bloodshade Mark, which is what you want at the top instead of Chaos Symbiosis. Even over here, right, Bloodshade Mark tends to do better, especially when I only have 2 Ice Blast people, but this is what I had. They gave me some decent substats, so that's what I chose. But you see that, like I said, she has Bloodshade Mark with crit rate, and then for the helmet, the Fearless Challenge one that I brought over from Season 1, and then the artifact, Silver Star Horseshoe, right? I just went with the legendary artifact instead of this one, exclusive, because I want to make it free to play and as relatable as possible. But that's pretty much it, right? Oh yeah, let me show you the elemental affinities just so you see what we have. So I do have maxed out the damage resistant, 20% and then 12% for the damage. This is worth keeping in mind because obviously getting this much damage mitigation helps. However, I think it would work without it. As you saw, we were nowhere near close to dying when the boss does the ult, so, I just showed it. But you can always try to go with the HP aura. If you see you're dying, just go with the HP aura of Bledin. Also, you see I have the Tidal Surge as the thing. I never moved it. Whatever I had with this, I just left it. But that's pretty much the team. I hope this is helpful. I hope you like it. I hope you can build it, right? If you can, build it, and if it was helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel to see when I upload next. Like I mentioned as well, don't forget to support me using code OddOne that you see at the top, and I guess I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Peace, love, take care, run. Bye guys.